Hello and welcome back to the Wii U 5. My longtime fans know that I've been on a very subtle crusade to get cosplayers to do more Nintendo cosplays. This doesn't mean there's any shortage of Nintendo cosplays, it's just not as prominent as I and probably many others would like it to be. Even the Wii U isn't as prominent as I would like it to be, but that's a story for another day. Let's say hello to Tali. Hello Tali, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks.
Don't ask me back or anything.
How are you?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. I've brought you on for an interview because you've cosplayed as one of my most favorite spacefaring bounty hunters, Samus. So why don't you tell me a bit about this cosplay, you know, like the work you put into it and some of the more interesting bits.
Well, the more interesting bits are really the, very small details in the costume itself. The reason I cosplayed Samus was last year at E3, I ran into someone at the Nintendo booth and they recognized me and they were like, hey, do you want to play Smash? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so we went up on stage and I got to play Samus and it was so much fun. I loved everything about it. So I promised myself at that point that I would cosplay her. It took quite a bit of patterning that I wasn't really comfortable with at first, but I really learned a lot from. So from fabric choice itself to the actual bodysuit patterning, those are like the details that I really care about.
The straight male in me says I instantly prefer her in her Zero suit, but there is something intriguing about a female fully enclosed in a suit of armor. Do you think Samus is hotter in her Zero suit or in her power suit?
I would have to say her power suit, honestly. I think that both of them have their own charm. The power and the strength of Samus in her power suit is just so, it's really awesome, and I really do love that about her. The Zero suit I find attractive just because I love Samus, I love the female form, and those two put together in Samus is just amazing because she's still strong. She's not she's sexualized, but not overly sexualized, except for maybe her heels. There's a lot of controversy over the heels of the jump boots, but I actually don't find it belittling because she's still strong.
It's interesting you say that because in the original NES Metroid, Samus was secretly a female, which a lot of gamers, male gamers, found emasculating. Now, the thing about sex appeal is that it does appeal to both sexes, so do you ever look at your own butt and think, damn, that's sexy?
Of course. I take a lot of pride in working out, and I just got back from the gym. I go every day because I appreciate the way that I look. And you know, people want to say that that's the only part of the costume that matters, but I really do take pride in the costume itself, putting it together, and the intricacies that come with it.
I do give you my respect for keeping yourself physically fit. Now I do have another question for you. Now that you've taken a dive into Nintendo cosplays, will you take a dive into owning a Wii U?
I probably won't, not because I don't love the system, but because I move around too much and the consoles just become too cumbersome. I can't take them everywhere I go. So I like to play with my friends' Wiis, I like to spend time with other people, so it's really more of a party system than any other console anyways, so there's no reason for me to buy one just because everybody else that I know has one.
Naturally, my closing question to you is very simple. Do you have more Nintendo cosplays planned? And if you do, will we get a sneak peek?
You know what, I actually do have one. It's not a very famous character. And she's from the Fire Emblem series, and it's kind of it's going to be a little more difficult.
It's Starja, isn't it?
It is.
I'd like to thank you for taking the time to do this interview with me, and I hope to see more bootyful Nintendo cosplays from you sometime in the future.
I'll see what I can do.
That's it for today. Find Tali in the links below and don't stare at her butt too much. Subscribe for more often than not Wii U content delivered directly to your retinas. I'll see you next time on the Wii U 5.